Okay, so we are doing MCQ. Protein MCQs were done, but few were remaining, so I just wanted to discuss few. Then we'll start with the carbohydrates. So first, here the question is, which of the bond is present in the primary structure of protein? This is like question I've told multiple times here, but this is another MCQ, so we are supposed to discuss again. So the answer, right answer here would be the bond is like this one. So this bond, these are made up of monomer. These monomer are known as amino acid, and the complete structure would be known as protein. So the bond between them is peptide bond. Like, learn this, eat this, but not forget this. Okay. Then which of these is a type of secondary structure of protein? Which of these is the type of secondary, or like here secondary structure, which means in first structure we were known they make a line structure, because when amino acid combine they form protein and it form this kind of structure. But here secondary structure, which means make sheet or helix, because it is divided into two: alpha helix or sheet, alpha helix, or beta helix or beta sheet. So this means divided into sheet. Okay, it's very important and like basic. Then let's start with the carbohydrates. So first thing we know, like, let's highlight it with this color. Okay, so carbohydrates, which are also known as hydrated of carbon, this is the like first line of every book you read. It's the meaning, because carbohydrates when hydrolyzed they release water, and in carbohydrates the carbon hydrogen are present and they both have the same ratio as water, so they're also known as hydrated of carbon. This is the right answer. Let's highlight this. Nice. Then we have which of the carbohydrate which cannot be hydrolyzed further is known as. The right answer is monosaccharide, because why? Because it is in protein the basic unit for the amino acid. In this, the smallest structure you see would be monosaccharide, because it's the first class and carbohydrate is made up of monosaccharide. Like, it's a monomer of carbohydrate is monosaccharide. So this means we cannot hydrolyze this, because if you found this freely, this means it's still there monosaccharide. If you find like more than 7 into the structure, this means then we can say yeah, it's disaccharide. When you find more than 7, like it could be 10 or above than 10 would be polysaccharide. So this means the right answer here would be monosaccharide, because you cannot hydrolyze this anymore. I mean, like, of course you cannot just because it's the smallest or the smallest unit, because everything combined with this to form. So the next question we have is, which class of carbohydrates considers non-sugar? Non-sugar here is known as C, which is polysaccharide, because after 10, when they make a ring after 10 to continue, like it could be an infinity, then it could be like infinite. This means they're combining, they're forming. If one carbon is known as one sugar is known as sweet sugar, this means there's a very good concentration of sweet in that. When it forms 7, like 3 to 7, this means they become a little lesser sweet than monosaccharide. When 100 and like tons of monosaccharide would be combined, this means the test will become a little less, not little, but a more less, like it would be also considered non-sugar. So the right answer here, who just erase this, the right answer here would be the polysaccharide. Okay, I'm sure you've gotten. Which of the following glycosidic ring which is found in maltose? So the right answer here would be the glucose alphabeted. That would be B, of course. Like, how? I mean, you know that. It's like when you make the structure, first need to know alpha and beta structure. And carbohydrates, alpha and beta structure is a little different. Protein means something else. When you make any ring like structure like this, so here when you see H is present on the upper side of the chain and OH is present on the downward. So when you see H on the upper side, this means this structure would be known as alpha. In the next, if you see OH present on the upper side